Welcome, Gemini, to your end of the month reading for June. I hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's get into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Gemini. Best message for Gemini, please. Best message for Gemini. You have the Ten of Swords coming in upside down, where there's this hope. Feels like a hopeful turnaround going on with you, Gemini. So, okay, things are turning around. Getting straight into clarifying this card. This card's not only going to clarify on the Ten of Swords, but the entire reading. Like there's hope. Things are going to turn around from the challenging times. Ooh, okay. So they just feel like there is this hope and this turnaround from these challenging times that you've been going through, Gemini. Spirit wants you to know that, yeah, it's been challenging, but at least it's not going to, it doesn't feel like it's going to last very long, much longer anyways. It could have been a while, but it's ready to turn, for sure. In the present, you have the trust, taking that leap of faith. In the recent past, you have the sacral chakra, which is I want, the desires, and the 4, taking the lead with the Emperor over here. Wow. Okay, so in the recent past, it feels like there was a desire that you were wanting, something you wanted very deeply. It's a deep want. Find the sacral chakra, please, for what Gemini wanted or someone wanted. If it's not you who wanted it, it was somebody, right? Somebody wants something. Find the sacral chakra, please. There it is. A relationship. So it feels like you could have been dealing with a Taurus. It feels like somebody wanted a relationship with you in the past. It really feels like someone else's wants and desires. They felt this was hopeful. Wow, they had the Ten of Swords. They felt hopeful for this connection. There was a deep desire for this reconnection or this connection. Either it was a reconnection or just a new relationship. However it is, they wanted this relationship with you. They felt like they did have hope that this was going to work out. I say with the Ten of Swords that it was more of a reconciliation. Because usually when you want the Ten of Swords, it's like, we had issues, we had problems, we sorted each other, or I sort, however it works. And now I feel like we can do this. They did really think clearly about this direction that they were going in, and really thinking you would take their offering. They felt like they had a transformation that you would accept. It feels like, because the exception, it was, yeah, it's a past relationship. This is 6 of Coins. So it just feel like it was kind of like from the past. It could be a Scorpio, a Libra, another Gemini. I have Taurus now twice, so I'll probably say Taurus. But it did feel like there was this hopeful connection. They were trying to make connection with you. They wanted to make a connection with you. They were maybe manifesting. I mean, you have a chakra here. That's a deep desire. We desire when we manifest. This is, we use the intention of the solar plexus with the sacral chakras to, start manifesting things we want. Yeah. But they just feel like, with the 6 of Coins upside down, it was kind of unfair. Like maybe they felt you treated them unfair. They felt it was unfair because I feel like you didn't take them back. And they had changed. Maybe you weren't listening to them. And they felt that it was unfair. Or maybe it's you this whole time, right? Take it how it resonated. Maybe it was you. You even had money, prosperities. You have a new job. Maybe it's you, Gemini, who feels like it's unfair because you have turned around. You've taken that next corner. You've shown them that, you know, that you've changed, or they showed you. There's money, prosperities. I have a job. I've got my stuff together. However it is. And it just feels like over here in the near future, or the present, excuse me, there's this trust. I want to take this leap of faith for this turnaround. There's still challenging times. There's this leap of faith with a Tower. Maybe you wanted this to work and it didn't work. And you were expecting, I feel like it was you who was expecting this turnaround. And it didn't work. You took the leap of faith with them and it didn't work. Maybe they tried to show you they changed and they didn't change. I don't know the story. Well, however it is. You got a Tower over here. Even though there was a leap of faith that was made and there was hope for this turnaround, and it's still in your energy though that there is this hope for this turnaround. There was still manipulation. There was still something that wasn't going right. There's still something that's could be dealing with a Sagittarius. There's still something that's wrong about this relationship, right? With the King of Wands upside down. It's almost like you expected too much. There's still this intolerance. There's still this irresponsibility. You're telling me that you changed, and yet there's still a little bit of this irresponsibility, or there's this impatience to see this go through. Maybe with some of you, it's just impatience. You know, maybe they're becoming impatient to actually see the turnaround coming. Maybe they have turned into a chameleon. Maybe you gave them a chance and then they turned into a chameleon. They stopped, you know, coming towards you. Perceiving that everything was going to be fine. Perceiving that everything was going the way it was supposed to be. I gave you this chance. I'm still looking at my options, but there's still this challenge. Now I'm trying to challenge between what to do. Making decisions. Somebody that you do love and adore, they do love and adore you. But it is definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. The Queen of Wands. I got so many signs up here now. I give up now, right? Because now I've got so much water. I've got so much earth. I've got so much fire. Just whoever. But it feels like, Gemini, no matter what, you're going to keep your loyalties at, you know, about you. Let's put it that way, right? You're keeping your wits and your loyalties about you. You're keeping who you are. Keeping your responsibilities together. Unless you're the other person and they think that you're not, you know, like this cross watcher, they're going to say it was Gemini, they weren't doing that, right? However, but there's definitely some loyalties going on over here within self, and looking for this turnaround that everything's going to be hopeful, waiting for that change, waiting for almost like the grace of God to come through, because it's like, look, I gave you this other chance and I'm looking for it. I want you to pull through, you know, and then you just didn't. It was like you went right back to what you were doing before with the King of Wands upside down. So now I'm like waiting. Hello, you said in the past that you changed. I've seen it for a while, but then all of a sudden it's like, no, there's nothing there. But there is new opportunities coming. Wow, with the clarity, with this growth. Just waiting. It's almost like waiting also for this new opportunity. Almost waiting for them to wake up. Are you going to wake up? Looking and waiting for this newfound clarity, waiting for this newfound freedom, this newfound happiness within this person, I would say that you're really waiting for them to get it back together. It looks like they were doing kind of good in the past. You were kind of looking forward to all of this, and then it was kind of a downer, kind of a bummer. I thought you said you grew, but now I don't see it. So I'm waiting. I'm going to be in a waiting game for like ever over here. You're just going to go over here and be the leader. You're taking on emperor moves and modes over here, but you are still just kind of hanging around, feeling kind of stuck. Not letting them into your energy, not allowing them to pull you down. You're not going to pull me under anymore. So in the near future, you're just going to go on and be the emperor, putting on, like I said, pulling some power moves. It feels like they're trying to pull you under again. You know, Gemini, the growth that they're trying to tell you that they had over here, and maybe they did change a little bit, and you did see that, right? I mean, let's not be real here, right? I mean, we got to be super real. You did have to see some kind of change to be able to want to take this back. But the problem is the kind of growth that you were looking for when they said they had a transformation. You're thinking, oh my God, good, you grew up, or something, right? You matured, but you have this immature, stuff going on in the present right now. So it's almost like you were looking for this, like maybe 180, 360 kind of change going on over here. Even if it wasn't, the whole shabam of 360, you're like, come on, at least give me 160. I'm feeling like, okay, I can see you got your stuff together. But then they show you that they don't have their stuff together. So it's like almost like they did change, but it wasn't the change that you thought they were going to have, the growth that you were waiting for to see. It was enough to give them maybe a second chance, but it wasn't enough to keep it together because they just flew the coop. Went right back to bad behavior. Yeah, because see, it's like it wasn't what I thought it was. You're not going to bring me under. You're not going to take me back to where we were before. I'm too strong for that. I'm way past that. I gave you a chance. Now I kind of feel like I'm stuck between, of what I'm going to do. I'm stuck now. I don't know what to do right now. Because you did not grow the way I wanted you to grow, and I waited. Yeah, you changed a little bit. It was not what I anticipated. Oh my God. It's almost like you have to go into reflection mode to figure out what the heck is going on. Here comes Virgo again, so it could be dealing with Virgo. But yeah, it's almost like you have to get some reflection because you're realizing that their growth is nowhere succeeding the way you've grown, the way you've done things. It's very disappointing. And I can feel that disappointment coming in. And it's almost like there's this impatience and stagnation. And you see the stagnation, impatience and stagnation this is impatience and stagnation and you just being stuck. So, and almost loss of trust. I kind of mistrust you now because it's almost like we're back to the drawing board. It almost feels like you're going back in a circle. Thanks, Mercury retrograde, right? Because they really don't have anything to offer you, and you know that. Look at that. You're reflecting on them not having any offerings coming in. They're not really offering anything that you thought they were going to offer. Them not doing anything. Yeah. So it's definitely, look at that. No growth. It's not the growth that you're looking for. My goodness. You look at that at the bottom of it's like you wanted the ultimate strength from them for the love, but the love is not going to be there because they did not do what you thought they did. And I think they told you that too. Oh, I've been, I went to church, or, I went through spiritual readings, or I've had this enlightenment. And you're thinking about this. I mean, look at this. You're thinking, yeah, you had some like super enlightenment. Yeah, and the way you're talking and the way you're acting and the way you're doing things. Yeah, I see a different person in you, and I love that. But it's it was almost like it's a facade. Maybe they were, you know, and it's not 100% they were really wearing a false mask. It was just the expectations of them, the way they're telling you that they grew was not what you expected. So what a disappointment. What a total downer and total disappointment that you have coming. And yeah, and you are looking for that turnaround. Now, I see confusion. Yeah, look at that. It feels like you don't even have passion for this person right now because you're almost to the point where you're in so much confusion about what the heck just happened. You've lost all passion. It even feels like maybe they lost all passion. And when I'm saying passion, it's like you said you were the 10 of coins and you were working so great and you lost your passion to go to work. You became irresponsible. You're codependent. You want all these things for yourself. Spirit says it's safe to love. Trust. I hear trust in your gut instincts because you are right there. You are right there. You know exactly what's going on. How do they feel? Attraction. Well, of course, there's attraction. But yeah, religious factors. Look at that. I'm telling you, they told you they were doing something on a religious, you know. I'm more into what you're into now, Gemini, and I'm doing, you know, more on your level. You know, I kind of woke up and you're like, no, you didn't. You might have awoke, but you didn't waken, right? There's a difference. You might be woke, but you were not awakened. So, yeah, and it's just, Spirit is saying you deserve love. Yeah. And yeah, I can see that, well, see, and I do see the deception card coming up, because even if they're not 100% being deceptive, it still feels deceptive to you. Because like I said, you expected this huge turnaround, and it's almost like it's a facade. That's all it is. It's a facade. It's, like I said, I don't even feel like they're really wearing a false mask. Maybe for some of you, you were like, yeah, they did, because they wanted me to take me back and blah, 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 and they told a bunch of lies. Could be a huge possibility. For a lot of them, I think that it was something that they thought they did that was enough to win you back, and it wasn't enough of anything you're looking for. So, you know, it was like a meantime thing. You know, because if you are woke, that does not mean you are awake. That just means you're woke to some trash, okay? It doesn't mean you're awake for anything else, right? So that's how you're seeing it. You're like, oh, great, you woke. You're awoke. Good for you, right? That doesn't mean nothing. I would like to see some enlightenment. I would like to see something bigger. I would like to see some real self-growth, right? So, and that's how that really feels. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.